is about a quality update that I wanted to talk to you about. This solar-powered awning motor that we launched in May last year. Nodding. I know some of you had some challenges with water issues when we launched this. Now, we've sold hundreds and hundreds of them, but we did find we had about a 7% return rate, and it was mainly due to water egress. Now, when we first developed this system, it was designed to be on the front of the Evo headbox. And we did all our testing based on that, because that's where it should be. I have several of these at my house, and they've been in operation. This October will be the 3rd year, and they're on a timer, and they go up and down 4 times a day, and they're flawless. Never had a problem, fully exposed to weather. So when used in that type of installation, they're doing what they should do. However, a lot of our installers found some creative ways to install them. Some were vertical, like that, pointing up at the sky, and others, which is usually a natural position to put it, is on top of the headbox. And that's fine, but what we found is that the water would pool on top of the headbox, and it would actually seep down underneath and get in through all the screws and the holes and things that are in the product. So what we did, we went back to the manufacturer, we said it's not good enough, we actually need to make it so it is usable on top of the product as well and in other areas. So we've made some design changes. Now, all of these changes that you see up on the screen here, and I'll talk through them in a moment, they are in the current stock that is in our warehouse and has been for the last probably 4 or 5, or it may even be 6 months now. Okay, so if you're ordering today, this is the one that you get. So some of the improvements are the holes that we had on the side for the infrared eye and the button for programming, they're all now covered up. So the clear plastic seal button over the top. We increased the extension of where the solar panel plugs into the side, so there's like a barrier of plastic around there. They sealed up the ends of the end caps with the extrusion. So now they're glued in place. You could unscrew them and take it apart if you needed to before. There's no need to, it's not serviceable. So that's sealed up. And we've provided plastic caps for the screws on the front of the solar panel, because some of you requested that. But the main important part is that these feet are now included in the kit that allows you to raise the product up if it is mounted on top of the headbox or on top of something where water can pool. So what we've been doing to test this is, and very interestingly, in the product team upstairs, it rains for 2 hours every single day. It's like Darwin in our office. And the rain happens in a little fish tank that's sitting there, and it's on a timer. And what you'll find is it does this from 12 to 2 every day. And one of Jess's jobs is to get up at 2:30, walk over, pick up the remote, operate the blind up and down a few times and make sure it's still running okay. What I can tell you is when I put the Gen 1 product that we first launched in the fish tank and I did this, guess how many hours it lasted? About 4 or 5, that was it. And it died and went, okay, well, I see where it's happening. It's water blowing from underneath. That one's been in for 2 months now, so it's very solid. The other thing that's improved, and if you look at that little red circle up there, that's Ramses with a very large smile on his face. He's 35 metres from the product with the remote control, and I'm on the phone talking to him. When we launched it, we said line of sight 10 metres was the range. Because of the metal casing around the antenna that's inside, we're now seeing more like 35 metres. So that was just some testing we did, and that's all the way from the other end of the office, across the partitions, then down into the fish tank to operate it up and down. So that was an improvement we saw there as well.